No, I walked.
I think it does this.
Okay, so everybody please turn your phones off. We're going to try to take this tonight. These cameras, the sound isn't great on them, so please let's refrain from the side conversations. It's going to pick up that maybe and then not anything else. So we're going to do our best to film. We're going to try 2 different cameras tonight. So if everyone please just keep the side stuff down and turn your cell phones off, we'll get started. Ready? Good. The Borough Council meeting of July 11, 2016 will now come to order. Please let our eyes pledge allegiance to the
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call, please.
Mr. Butler?
Here.
Mr. Bennett?
Here.
Mr. Fento? Ms. Dixon? Mr. Ellis?
Here.
Mrs. Wilson? Here. Mayor Skets? Here. Solicitor George?
Here. Okay. Do we have any requests for citizens to be heard? Please give your name and address. Anyone?
Sam Stacy, 113 Sampson. Back in April, I was wondering about the intersection of Main Gate and Berry. The chief said back in April, we looked into it. We were just gonna fly through there. We're gonna put a stop sign or something in. We were back in April, we looked in there. We just want to know the status.
Okay. I'll refer that to Mr. Butler.
So the last couple of meetings of my committee, we've been pretty entrenched in the road program when we were with Elkasan last month. So the last couple of months, I admittedly have not fully addressed these. I mean, I brought it up at the committee meetings, but over this past week, I've made a complete list of some of the requests from citizens as far as road program. This will be our agenda for the next meeting in full. But as far as the corner of Mainsgate and Berry, I have a possible no truck sign on Berry. I have a sign that was suggested that said, let me find it, I'm sorry. It said right cars. I have to find it.
Well, Greg's looking for that. Were you asking for a stop sign on the way down the hill, coming from Middletown down to the intersection of Berry and Mainsgate? Is that what the request was?
Yeah.
Because that's in the city. I think we discussed it. That's actually in the city.
I think there was a request for a sign coming up Berry when you stop that stated traffic on the right does not stop.
That's what my wife was talking about.
So the people there are aware that people coming up.
Yeah, that's what my wife told me. A couple times I would come down there and people just come flying right through. As you go down to where Main Gate is, people just come flying right up Main Gate.
And then I also have trimming back the hedges. I think that was part of that same conversation. So those are the three notes that I have for Berry and Mainsgate. And you're right, a stop sign is probably a complicated matter.
They may. That's not something we can do.
So it's still on my list. I don't know if we're on it. And I'll have to coordinate some of this with the police department and so forth.
Right.
So I'm drawing 36 Chambers Avenue. So you said that's on the city side, but if you have a resident of Ingram complaining, you can't work with the city to see.
Well, I didn't say that.
Well, that's what I'm
I'm
asking.
saying we can't pass an ordinance. to
You
put a
can't
stop
pass
sign.
it, I understand that. What I'm saying is can this council approach the city and work with them about getting
We
this?
can try to do that. Yeah, we haven't passed.
Dan O'Hara, East Sampson Avenue. So Greg, you can talk about the stop sign down there on Winning.
Like I said, I brought it up to my committee last meeting, in between this last meeting and this meeting. And we're discussing it. I have to get together with the police committee. And again, this is gonna be now that the road program's done, we've talked about Sam. We're gonna start talking about some of this. Now that the brick program's going and the general summer maintenance is rolling, we finally have some time to discuss it. It's been kind of tricky. Our season at the beginning is pretty tight with roads.
Okay, ma'am in the back?
Hi, Joan Chickenella, 8 Scotia Street. I'm having an issue with cats. With the neighbor next door, I've asked him repeatedly, please keep your cats in the house. No, he can't do that. So I am picking up cat crap constantly. I've just had to throw out a whole bunch of mulch because of the cat crap. I can't take this anymore. There's got to be something that you can do. He's got 6 cats running around. The one cat had 4 kittens. The one died. It's 3. The other cat's pregnant. She just had 6. Now we're up to 15 again. Every time he gets rid of these, somebody comes in from animal control or whatever, he starts all over again. Can you help me, please? Can I approach you, please?
Sure.
Excuse me. Approach, no approach. I mean, this is just totally ridiculous. Passing along. It does have disease in it too.
Okay, I'll tell you what I would do with this. Ron, you can follow up with Mr., you can follow up with Mr. Morgan and see if there's anything we can do. I mean, I know it's not the same licensing as dogs and stuff, but I'm sure that with the health issues, there may be something we can do with that.
What's the address?
8 Scotia.
I'm
That's
8,
her.
his number, I'm 8 Scotia's, his number is 12. Little 12.
Have you had anyone else involved with this prior to, have you called the county health department or anything, or have you done anything?
No, but I will call him.
Okay,
I'll
no,
call
we
him
can
if
look
I
into
have
that.
to.
I just wonder if you had already done it.
No, just animal control.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Hi, Donna Davis, 2 Scotia Street. I have the same complaint because I'm putting down new dirt to try to keep the water out of my basement, and the cats have come along. Now Jack had called animal control. They told me to put down mothballs and cayenne pepper. The only thing the mothballs did was got into my house and made me sick. The cats moved them out of the way to go to the bathroom. Now, in the early 2000s, my neighbor complained about my cat, who was a house cat, but she figured since it was a black and white cat, it obviously was mine. There is an ordinance on the book that says no dog or cat shall go to the bathroom on anybody's property. The owner must control it. Okay? You do have this ordinance
Right.
because I do have a letter with
Right.
my name on it.
Right.
I says, it's just making me sick, and Jack says, well, there's nothing they can do about it.
Well, let's get Mr. Morgan up and I'll have him, can he stop and see you guys during the day? Will he be able to
I
stop
work
and
all
see-
day.
He can stop and see you?
Yes, anytime he wants to.
Okay. All right.
Ladies, can I get names and phone numbers before you leave?
Did you sign the sheet? Did you
Yes,
sign the
we did.
sign-in sheet?
I didn't put my phone number down, but I signed it.
Okay. Before you leave, you can do that, please.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Barb Dam, Sampson Avenue. We're having a real problem with raccoons down on our street. One got in my neighbor's house through her doggy door, which she now had to take out. And the skunks are really bad, and the groundhogs. And we also had a turkey in our neighbor's yard.
Good.
I had one of those in my yard too. Is there anything that can be done? Skunks are,
They are bad down
I live in a pallet counter.
It's a problem all around. Well, we can follow up, I know we have some traps that we lend out, but that would be, I'll talk to Mr. Palmer and see what the stats are.
And I have another question about the downspouts going into the sewer. If you want to sell your house and your downspouts are still connected to the sewer, is it up to the seller or the buyer?
You certify that you're disconnected? Is that what you're
No,
asking?
if they're connected,
I'll take
still
that one.
connected.
Okay.
Seller.
It depends on where you're at in Ingram. Some of Ingram is in a dye test area, some of Ingram is not in a dye test area. So it depends on whether you're in the dye test area or not as to whether anybody has to change anything. If you're in a dye test area and you fail the dye test, the seller can't transfer the property and get the lien letters from the Borough of Ingram. So the burden is on the seller typically to take
Why I'm
care of it.
asking, mine is out. We had to take ours out. We got a letter. But there's a house across the street for sale that's still in there.
All right, well, Sampson is the one street in Ingram that one side of the street is in dye test, the other side of the street is
That
not
was
in
good,
dye
because that
test.
cost us a lot of money.
What I want to say is mine, it runs, it's bad to close it off, it's disconnected, but the person, the house next to me, kind of on the slope, they're still connected.
again, it depends on where you're at, and Greg will talk about this, or our public works. The issue is that in Ingram, our sanitary sewers aren't completely separated yet. So to make somebody take their gutter out of the sanitary sewer, when in areas of Ingram, the storm water and the sanitary sewer run together, it's useless to do it, because even if it dumps on the yard, it still eventually runs into the sanitary sewer.
So that was stupid for us to pay a plumber and all that.
You're in a separated area.
Well, this is an EPA thing, this wasn't something we arbitrarily decided. The EPA came in and they reviewed all our maps and saw where the lines were, and they said, these are the areas that are combined and it's okay, these are the areas that it's separate, that it's not okay, and it was a two-phase project, and we had to send out the letters and do all that. Now, what you were mentioning is, it's possible that there is, if you have a disconnect, that means there's a storm sewer around your house.
Well, this was how much grade that had to
Yeah.
have, but I've noticed the people, like, they're on a grade above us,
Yeah.
theirs is disconnected, and our neighbors to the right,
Well, if anybody had a disconnect, that means there's a storm and a sanitary in that area.
But you stopped at the house next door to me, and from then on.
Mine's the same way. I had to take mine out of the house next door to me, didn't, because it was, I don't know. It was an arbitrary thing that Mr. Garland and I fought with
Same thing
EPA.
with the sidewalks.
We fought
Same
with
houses
EPA.
on it.
But that was an EPA thing, and they can't,
so we can't, so I can't connect it back to it, I have to keep it how it is.
I can't tell you can do that. You have to sell your house, you have to get a dye test.
Nobody checks on it until you come.
Well, we're trying to buy the house.
Oh.
They should all, the EPA is geared towards, their motivation is to get separate storm sewers, separate sanitary sewers. So it's not today, it might be someday down the road, now it could be 20 years, I don't know. But their goal is to separate the sanitary and the storm sewers.
Well, they're trying to decrease flow down.
Now, if we get a dye test done, and we pass, can we have it reconnected back to the sewer, or is that?
Well, no, because you would be, if you pass a dye test because it wasn't going to this way. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Dan?
We had ours done, as my wife just indicated, and I took out the downspouts, sealed off the pipe going down into the ground, which is what I was told I had to do, have it done. And now I'm finding out that there's a new law come in that says you can no longer take that downspout and put it into your yard, and you can't have a downspout that goes to the driveway or just in your front yard. You have to take it all the way to the curb, break the curb, and let it go into the street. Is that true?
I'm not familiar with that, Rick. Do you know anything about that? The only thing is, once you collect water, it's your water. So you've controlled that water now, you can't put it on your neighbor's property. And that's always,
on my property.
but that's the only thing that I know about as far as controlling. That you can't, because we had a lot of that when we first did this, so people were just disconnecting their downspots and putting an elbow on, and it was going right into their neighbor's basement. So once you control it, it's yours, so you can't cause a problem for someone else with it.
I'm
But if it's-
diverting everything away from my house
I don't,
and not anywhere near my neighbor.
I'm not aware of
There's
any.
two guys doors down today, two doors down from me, who's having a gutter put through between the two houses. And the guy that's doing, the contractor says that now, even though we've done what we've done, we have to now take it to the curb and take it up. It's a new law.
and I'm
That's
not
what I
aware of
want to know.
that. Rick would know that.
Can't
He's
sell it fast,
he's
so.
been involved in all those meetings with Alcoasand, and there's no ordinance for that. So, okay, Mrs. Williams?